Assalamualaikum. Hello user, how are you? Today we are going to start how to convert noisy data into crystalline structure. Now let's start. So here is we have a noisy data. You can see that. Yeah, here. So we are going to convert it into in crystalline structure. So first of all we are going to apply a smooth filter. So I'm going to use smooth filter parameters, so you can see that. So here we have a smooth data, so you can see that we have two smooth data lines. So I'm going to copy it and paste it into a new workbook. So here you can see that we have a data whose value is too high in the graph, so I'm going to remove it. From the previous graph I can see that its value is 20 degree, which is not usable for this graph. So I'm going to remove that 20 degrees parameters, or you can see I'm going to remove the 20 degrees points. So here you can see that. So I have a new graph here. So I'm going to change it into crystalline. So you can see I'm going to again apply a smooth filter on it. So here adjacent value as parameters, how much I can use it, and auto preview. So here I'm going to remove the first one. So I'm going to remove the first one layer, and I'm going to only only show the second layer. Oh sorry, I have removed the first one layer. So I can choose it in from my my new book. So I'm going to close it, and now here I'm choosing only smooth data. So you can see that. So I'm applying a peak analyzer filter on it to make it crystalline. So here analysis and peak analyzer and open dialog. So here I'm going to subtract a baseline. Now I'm choosing the user manual or user defined properties, because in constant line, so it will just remove a constant line, or you cannot make your own graph. So I'm going to use, so here I'm going to select the points and I'm adding. So here at that point you have to choose your own points, like as that. Suppose if I'm going to choose some lower points, so it will show some higher peaks value. If I'm going to choose the higher peak values, then it will convert into a straight line. So you can say that you have to choose only lower values, which makes the peaks sharp and exact. So you can see it from well, I'm going to apply on it, done. And so I'm going to modify the peaks values. So you can see that I have chosen all lower points and upper points are empty, which is for the sharp peaks. So I'm going to subtract the peaks. So you can see that these lower data converted into sharp peaks. So I'm going to remove that, and I'm choosing subtracted graph. So here is a subtracted graph. So you can see that I'm choosing subtracted graph and plotting the subtracted graph, and there are some new peaks. So again I'm going to here are the structure of that material which I am using. So you can see that it is same as but I'm going to make it as more sharp and more precise. So I'm just copy these two values and put it into a new workbook, so here, and again I'm going to plot it, so you can see that, and again I'm going to apply subtract line parameters and filters. So after applying a subtract line parameter, so you can see that these values converted into uh, some precise and sharp peaks. Then you can confirm its GTPDS card. So again I'm choosing same values and same all parameters, and again I am choosing just lower values and empty the higher values. So as I choose the lower values, then the peaks will convert it into sharp peaks. If I'm choosing the higher values, then the peaks will go decrease and becomes into a straight line. So you can see that I'm choosing different lines, and actually I have choose some peaks, which means that I'm subtracting, or I'm going to remove that peaks. So if you want to disappear some peaks, so you can choose those peaks, otherwise you can leave those peaks and choose only lower points. So these choosing these choice of points will make your graph more precise and sharp. So after after choosing some points, I will show you how these graph look like. So so let's see what happened if I'm choosing all lower points and some peaks. So and next, and I'm going to subtract it again next, and then so you can see that the all other some noisy peaks are converted into lower points, and you can see that your noisy points are converted into sharp peaks. So here is the same as original graphs. I'm going to choose only subtracted data, so the last columns of subtracted data. So I'm just showing these values and graphing this, so you can see that here is my. So if you want to more it precise, so you can apply again some 2 to 3 times again this filter, and again, and you can get your precise values. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.